On the unstable SMP, it's pretty much pure anarchy. Players with even the slightest bit of power can basically just do whatever they want, and players who don't will do anything to get there. And I just want to survive. But aside from my weapons, I'm completely broke. I don't even have any armor, so I'm basically powerless.
Bro, no armor and a mace? Yo, give me that, I'm killing you, bro.
Bro. Defeating that thief was easy enough, and I now had a set of full iron armor. But that guy looked like he had played for maybe like 10 minutes tops. Whereas closer to spawn, our server has some of the most powerful and skilled players in all of Minecraft. If we didn't want to end up like I Love Pancakes, we would need some better armor. I want to get a full set of gear and then have a rematch with Flame Frags.
Oh, brother.
We're actually like really far out, so we should be able to find ores. So Egg and I headed to a nearby cave and began mining for diamonds. Mining was actually pretty easy since I already had an efficiency 4 pickaxe from previous adventures on the server. I also used to have a set of armor, but it has trims on it. And wearing trims on unstable is kind of like having a giant sign pointing at you saying, please rob me, I just want to be robbed so badly. And after mining about half of the diamonds that we were gonna need, my pickaxe was about to break. So we decided to head back to the surface to craft an enchantment table. For our armor to even be useful, we would need to have maxed out enchantments on it. We already had the diamonds, and after a little searching, we found some sugarcane and obsidian, but we could not find a single cow for leather for the books. Dude, we searched so far that we found a shipwreck, looted a buried treasure map, found the buried treasure, and ran through multiple biomes, and still didn't even find a single cow. Actually, we didn't find any mobs at all.
There's not even fish in the water.
And that's when I realized what was going on. Oh. We need to steal a cow from someone else then, bro. Or leather. We're not gonna find it.
Steal from someone else. We could just find a cow somewhere.
No, you don't understand. On any given Minecraft server, if there's been more than 10 of a type of mob that spawned, no more of that mob can naturally spawn. A mechanic called the passive mob cap, which meant that other players on our server were probably loading in chunks that had mobs with them. Technically, new mobs can spawn in unloaded chunks, ignoring the passive mob cap. However, on our server, those are incredibly rare. So no cows were spawning for us, which left us with the only option of stealing from players. But since we're so far out, there's basically no one anywhere near us, let alone a base. At least that's what we thought until Egg had an idea. We are 2 million blocks out though, so I don't know who's gonna have made a base 2 million blocks out.
Well, why don't we just try to track the base of maybe the I Love Pancakes guy?
You know, it's quite the splendid idea, actually. Wait, actually, yeah, let's go back to where I killed him. I think this is where we killed them. All right, so like I was here monologuing to myself, and you were there.
I was watching admiration.
And they came from there because they were under here. So their base is probably this way, right?
That makes complete logical sense.
Dude, are we geniuses? We actually were not geniuses. We went in the complete wrong direction and ended up in a looted woodland mansion. But realistically, their base had to be pretty close regardless. So after enough wandering around, eventually,